too scared to bring it to people because chatbots say dumb things. OpenAI ran with it, which is good for them.
That's a co-founder of Google admitting they invented the technology behind ChatGPT and were too scared to ship it. A viral post called it the most expensive hesitation in tech, maybe. But here's the part nobody says, that same fear is running your company right now. And the fix isn't be braver. It's smarter than that. Quick recap, because the real story is better than the meme. Back in 2017, Google's own researchers published the transformer. That's the architecture behind every major AI model today. Their paper, their labs, their compute, and then they sat on it. I want to be fair to Google here because Brin was too. He didn't call it cowardice. Here's how he put it.
We for sure messed up in that we underinvested and sort of didn't take it as seriously as we should have, say, 8 years ago when we published the transformer paper. We actually didn't take it.
That instinct, never putting something rough in front of people in case it embarrasses you, isn't stupidity. It's the most normal instinct a careful leader has. But look what it cost. Their own people walked out to go build it elsewhere. Brin even names Ilya Sutskever, who left for OpenAI. The company that invented the technology didn't build the product, and the company that built the product didn't invent the technology. And if that feels far away, $1 trillion company, a famous paper, let me bring it home. You've watched this exact movie in your own organization. The idea that died in a meeting because someone asked 7 words. What if it makes us look bad? That one sentence has quietly killed more good ideas than any budget cut. So let's be clear about the villain. It isn't reputation. Reputation is real. It's earned and it's worth protecting. The villain is what we do with that fear. Here's the map I actually use. Picture every company rolling out AI. They're all driving down the same road and there are 2 ditches. Ditch 1 is freeze. You protect your reputation so hard that you hesitate. You evaluate. You wait for it to be polished and you get lapped. That's Google. Ditch 2 is reckless. You bolt AI onto everything just to look bold. Then it says something dumb in front of a customer and you damage the very reputation you are trying to protect. Most advice picks a side. Move fast. No, be careful. Both are ditches. The job isn't to pick a ditch, it's to drive between them. So how? 3 shifts. 1. Stop treating reputation like a vault to guard and start treating it like a currency to invest. Guarding shrinks it, investing is how it grows. 2. Not shipping is also a risk. It just hides where you can't see it on a dashboard. Google's risk showed up as people walking out the door. 3. And this is the one nobody says, you rarely choose between reputation and shipping. You choose the frame and the surface. Think about it. OpenAI didn't ship a flawless product. They shipped ChatGPT as a low-key research preview. That one word, preview, is what made chatbots say dumb things perfectly acceptable. Google could have done the exact same thing. You don't need bravery. You need the right label on the right surface.
For example, don't set your goals realistically, set them entirely unrealistically. I mean, shoot for 80 and be disappointed when you hit 70, as opposed to shooting for 20 and being ecstatic when you hit 21.
Sinek's point is simple. Aim high and judge yourself by progress, not perfection. That's the difference between the 2 companies. Google played to protect a lead, a finite game where the goal is to not lose. OpenAI played to advance a mission, an infinite one, where the goal is to keep going. So before any tool decision, name the cause, not we use AI. Something like our people do their best work with AI. Direction first, but a direction isn't a method. So here's the menu, 5 proven approaches. And the trick is not to copy someone else's answer. It's to diagnose your own failure mode first, then pull the lever that fits. 1. Adjust cause. If you've gone defensive, name a mission bigger than this quarter. 2. Name the innovator's dilemma. If you're profitable and proud, put someone in the room whose only job is to argue the disruptor's case, because the rational reasons not to ship are exactly how incumbents get disrupted. 3. Two-way doors. If you're drowning in approvals, sort decisions into reversible and irreversible and fast-track everything reversible for the research preview move. If you genuinely can't ship rough to customers, separate your surfaces. A labeled sandbox where rough is expected while the trusted surface stays slow. 5. Psychological safety. If your best people are leaving, make I shipped a rough version and learned something, a promotable story, so your Ilias stay. Most of you need 2 of these, not all 5. Which 2? Diagnose first. I'll tell you the 2 I live by and where I'm coming from. I lead incentives and competitive analysis at an automotive company. That's about as cautious, brand sensitive, and regulated as industries get. I genuinely can't move fast and break things. And honestly, I shouldn't. So I don't. I push my team to move fast on our spreadsheets. And we run AI hard at the edges. The internal analysis, the modeling, the work only my team sees, where every experiment is reversible and the blast radius is tiny. The customer-facing compliance side stays earn trust slow. That's approaches 4 and 3. Surface separation and two-way doors. I protect the crown jewels and my team experiments at the edge. That's not bravery. It's just refusing to let what if it looks bad make the decision for me.
I actually retired like a month before COVID hit. And it was like the worst decision. I had this vision that I was going to sit in cafes and study physics, which was my passion at the time. Yeah, that didn't work because there were no more cafes.
Here's the part I love. The same man who admitted the company froze also admitted that he froze. He retired, felt himself going dull on the sidelines, and came back to help build Gemini. The lesson is the same at every scale. Hesitation feels safe. It isn't. Not for a company, not for a career. So don't protect your way into irrelevance. Protect the core and play. If you want to know which ditch your organization is closest to, I built a 2-minute diagnostic, the AI Hesitation Index. 8 questions. It tells you whether you're leaning freeze or reckless and which of these approaches fit you. It's free at irinagreg.com. I'm Irina. Subscribe and let's make your job AI proof. No hype, no homework,